You a gangster too, huh?
B's about my business, baby. Silly vanilly.
Oh, you be rapping? Let me hear it. Let me hear you.
Don't make me step out, man. I'll show you what I'm about, man. About to pop, I'll show you what's happening. Hold on, what happened? Where you capping? Hold on, I'm the captain. Hold on. I said, no, bitch, sit down. I said, she acting kind of crazy. Man, I'm stepping out the car. I need to act like a lady. Hold on. Why you coming off correct up on the business? How come everybody looking at me like I'm steady winning? I be grinning. Hold on. Ooh.
Hold
Should I
on.
really eat? You really want me to eat?
Yeah, hold on.
Hold on, I don't even know this beat. Let me eat on some. Oh, we
Oh,
got
you about
jets
to
in the
eat. Let
sky
her
for
cook.
what, bitch? Go fly some.
What?
Ivan the producer.
Let her cook.
Yo, how come all the motherfuckers trying to fuck her with my sway in the bag? Hold on, yeah. Hold on,
Hold on.
yeah. Silly, vanilla, motherfucker, come on, get it real, keep it real with me. How you feel about me? Say the motherfucker always acting like they wanna get rowdy. Bitch, I'm out my body, say something. I think I need a pool noodle or something in this cuts. Hold on. Where a beach ball at?
Put a beat on that. Oh, I thought that was.
Say now silly, manilly, really. Motherfucker sick, no fuck, no feelings. Looking at me crazy for no reason. I don't need no reason. Bitch, I am the season. Motherfucker, I'm steady bringing off the brink. And motherfucker, fuck what you thinking. I don't care, ho. I don't care, ho. Fuck a silly ass hoe. Hold on. I got some silly ass goals. Hold on. Some silly ass no. Hold on. You know how it go. Hold on. In the hole, the hoe. So the motherfucker said she gon' get golded. The motherfucker said she gon' get noticed. Suck in the land, the lotus is a focus. Looking at me like I stand on hocus. Looking at her like a hocus pocus. Motherfucker said now it's past smoking. Said I'm stepping out my body, baby. Looking at me crazy, but you know I'll be so about it, baby. Give me cake and give me gravy. Daddy all over my face type shit. Choke me, beat me, motherfucker. Tell me that you need me. I been like long hair, don't care. Put it there. I need my nails done, hair done. Ooh, so there.
Yeah, he feeling real good. Real good. I don't know.
Let me turn it down. You breaking up, Daddy-o.
She is.
You lose this connection.
Hey. No, that's. You hear me?
You so choppy right now, baby. Why you so choppy?
You turn your Wi-Fi off?
You need a Wi-Fi. Go try.
That's not me. Hey, so do you believe in Jesus Christ?
I swear that is my soul. I'm in love with the Lord.
So.
I walk with him daily.
For,
I know him personally. As a matter of fact, when I was 4 years old, I held his hand. I died when I was 4. I was dead for 7 minutes, family. I know what he looked like personally. I know the sound of his voice. I know what his eyes look like up close. Promise you I do. I give you vivid details.
Whoa. I'm not saying you didn't. I will never tell nobody. But usually when you see the Lord, you really die. You don't come back and tell them. Some people say they come back. Can you tell me what he looked like? Cause I wonder. I'm not ready to see him yet. I'm not ready, not yet. But I want to go see him for sure.
Heck yeah, haven't yet.
But I'm not
Wait
ready.
till you hear the voice of God. Oh my God. when you hear the Lord God's voice, oh my God, you will fall to your face. Oh my goodness. When you go into the throne room, it was July 16th in 1995. I'm going to tell you how it is. You want to hear the story? Hear about it?
Tell me.
All right, the story. Here we go.
Yes, yes.
It was the 16th day of July of 1995, and my mother, she was like 8.5 months pregnant with my little brother, right? I was very independent as a child, you know what I mean? I was walking at 7 months type shit, you know what I mean? I was very, very above my average. So with that being said, I thought I could swim for real, man. In California, we have big boy pools in the back, you know what I'm saying? And my brother's away at his daddy's house, man, I got hit niggas, my niggas, man. I got Stretch Armstrong. We got motherfucking Hulk. Oh, man, we hulking. Better believe I'm hulking for real. We got Stretch. We out in the pool, man. But my mom was on the phone, right, talking to my daddy. My daddy, he's on a postman. He's a postmaster. So she's all twirling the phone line around like, okay, do what you want to do. I'm like, Mom, I want to go swimming. She's like, I trust you. Go swim. You know, I just learned how to doggy paddle, man. I just learned how to propel up out the side, but I was independent. You couldn't tell me shit. I was swimming. So I went on my little stuff of a little way, and I dropped my little stretch there, and I thought I could go get him. But let me tell you, the pool is like 3 feet, and then it scoped down to like 8 feet, right? And so the momentum of me trying to grab Stretch, it propelled him forward. And before I knew it, my little heart was out of breath. Ooh. And I'm seeing these bubbles. I'm like, there ain't no more bubbles, right? Okay, I'm not panicking, but I'm panicking. I'm looking up, and all of a sudden, the sun is like this big, right? It's like a tiny little thing. And all of a sudden, I start hearing music, and I start smelling my mama. Okay, some weird shit, right? My ears pop, right? And all of a sudden, the sun is going from this big to being this big to being this big. And before I know, I'm hearing music from every direction that is of every single language, motherfucking every type of feeling that you can't even begin to explain. It's colorful, but you just being embraced by something other than what you know, and it is around your soul. It is enveloping you in the most harmonious that you can't even begin to explain. Like, you smelling your mama, and you smelling some homemade brownies and shit at the same time. Like, where am I at? I don't know, but this is home. I don't want to go nowhere else type shit. And before you know it, you know what I'm saying, I'm going up to a fence, there's grass and shit, and I'm looking at these two little kids like, they know me, dude. And I'm like, who are they? They're like, hi, Kayla. And all of a sudden, I knew them, man. They knew me, man, and I didn't even know they existed. My mother had lost 2 children before me, and she never told me nothing. But when I came back, I told her something, and she was shooketh. But anyway, my brother and sister, they both had me by my hand. They walked me to a white picket fence. And they say, here, I need you to meet somebody. And so as soon as they walked to the fence, this gentleman approached me. He didn't look scary. He looked like, you know, he could have been like uncle or daddy or something. He didn't have like, it's not like what you would think. He didn't have like long flowing like crazy hair and like a guard and a fucking robe. No, he came up to me like normal. Like, he walked up to me. Yes, he had sandals on. Yes, he had a beard, but his hair was like, you know, it was cool. Like, he had a nice little, yeah, he had some swag, you know what I mean? But when you look at Jesus's eyes, oh my God, it's as if okay, let me try to describe this. Okay, so now you know what it looks like when, okay, like, let me say, where you live at? What state are you in? What state are you in?
Ohio.
Where?
Ohio.
I had to go there tomorrow, man. I gotta go to my car stuck in Cincinnati right now. But anyway, listen. So now imagine this. So like you see, like it's like September, man. You walking through the fucking hills and you see the autumn, the fucking leaves that are like not quite green, but not quite amber, but not quite red, but kind of a fiery, like type shit. All right, and then it looks like honey molten alive, like they move, like the color of his. It's just like It invites warmth. It gives you protection. It gives you honey, molten honey. And his voice is like no other, man. When I tell you it's orchestrated from God, I mean it, man. It's the tenor and the bass and the man, it takes your soul. It literally does. But when he said, come with me, my child, and walk, I took his hand and I was not scared. Of course I wasn't scared. I trusted him in my entirety. I knew who I was with. I knew Jesus. I knew him. And he knew me. So we're walking through this very vivid, lush garden, man. I'm telling you, when I tell you the grass is lush, I'm talking about blue grass, green grass, some foolery, some fucking full and squishy and No bugs, cause they are no siree. I mean, it's talking about when you put your feet down, you feel like it's like a, I want to feel it right now so bad. Like you feel like you got that bounce back. Like you in some nice brand new, like you got some squishes. And like you feel that grass between your toes and it's just supposed to go there, man. It's like music to your feet type shit. But then I look up and I just remember feeling that squishiness under my foot, right? And I'm like, oh, I want to play. You know what I mean? And it makes sounds. It stings to you. Every step you take, it stings to you. Oh my God. Are you gonna make me get messy in public? But anyway, he took my hand. He said, come with me, my child. I need you to see something. And right before my eyes, it's like as if it was magic, different flowers started sprouting up from every direction. Flowers that were tropical, flowers that were not even existing yet, flowers that were extinct. But the smell was so...
This is a testimony. This ain't a church service. This is a testimony. She said she died and she went to heaven. And I told her explain her experience with me.
No, I don't care about the comments. That's for me and you, man. They want to see what they want to hear. Let them hear it. Anyways, like I was saying, them flowers, man, they were so beautiful in color. Like you can't even begin to try to name them. But again, they sing too. They know the song of your heart. And they comfort you, and they give you feeling just looking at them. Like you can smell them and feel them, and they know your language. It's like something so I feel like I'm gonna throw up right now. And I look up and I see this big old tree before me, right? And this tree is just, oh my God, it looks like almost like the Lion King type of tree, but on a whole nother level. Like when I tell you this is sprawling, like the branches, I don't understand how they could be stretched out so far and not be drooping and touching the ground. The canopy was wild, man. But the fruits were even more wild, man. Let me tell you about the fruit. Every shape, every color, every pattern, it was weird, but they belonged. The leaves were so big that you could lay on them. And they were fuzzy and they felt alive and they just hugged you. But when he said, take a fruit, take a bite, I didn't hesitate. But I picked the most plain, weird fruit. I don't know why. I should have picked something different, maybe. But it was like a kidney bean shape almost, but it was silver and metallic, right? Thinking back now, I probably should have got like one that was sparkly or something, because I'm a sparkly bitch. But anyway, I bit into this fruit. And what takes me back still to this day is that it took me to a gentleman's memory. A gentleman that had lost his life from addiction. And it was his last memory of a Christmas with his kids. And I got to experience that as just a baby child. I didn't understand it then, but I know now. I got to smell the aromas and feel the love and the hugs and the miss that he misses. And I got to be a part of that. And that's honorable to me. And I didn't understand it then, but it was nice. It was delicious still. I could still taste the stuffing, thinking back about it, And then he grabbed my hand and I was back, And he's like, come with me. I want you to meet somebody. And so I grabbed his hand, which was like big hand. Oh my God, his hand his hand was like, woo. And my little paw was just, woo. But anyways, he took me to this golden arch, right? When I say golden, like gold on this world that does not even begin to touch this girl. The gold here, even is 24 karat, is nothing. That's filthy compared to what you're going to experience in heaven. It's velvet. It's fucking velvet. Like when I tell you the gold, man, it's fucking velvet and soft. And it shines and sparkles so fucking bright. And when I tell you the gemstones that bestow, man, they reach out to you. They call to you, type shit. When you go in the throne room, be prepared. Don't be scared. Let me tell you how big and magnificent it is. Ooh. Angels are scary. Let me tell you something. They are not what you think. Angels are not like these little cherubs flying around. They are big ass skyscrapers because they are huge and they never stop singing ever. And they have faces on every single direction, but they're all beautiful faces, and they're all expressive, and they're non-binary. They're not a man nor a woman. They are definitely a celestial being that is meant to sing to you every day of your life and make you feel comfort, harmonious hum. Okay, and they protect you with their beings, man. Those wings can go for nations. Nations. And I know my angel, Uriel, how you say that? Uriel. Anyway, go back to the throne room. So you're gonna be seeing these two big ass fucking these thrones. It is a throne, yes, and it's just beautiful. It beckons. It's like mahogany, cherry. Just the wood is honey. The wood is honey, like. And you feel almost, you don't feel intimidated, but you almost feel like welcome, you know what I mean, when you come to Jesus' throne. That's a different story. You know, and I sat on his lap in his chair, you know what I mean? And it was velvet cushion and it was lovely. There was enough room for me and him. And he welcomed me there like I was his sister or like I was supposed to be there. And then he said, look, and I looked up. And when I tell you, you cannot see the face of God, it takes your breath away, your soul away, where you fall on your face in awe and wonder, and you can't even breathe, but you can't even understand what you are in the presence of. And oh my God, you just. But when you hear his voice, man, the octaves are just so delicious. They're so. They nurture every need you've ever thought you didn't even know you needed. Like, I mean, it's just as if you did not even know that existed because you were not exposed yet. But when you hear the voice of God, when I tell you, man, I feel like I'm coming just thinking about it. I'm out my body. Thank God I'm not driving. When you hear the orchestra of God's voice in your ear, like liquid honey, and it's talking to you. It's talking to you. And you're like, what? You're what? But I can't even see your face. But hi. You know, I'm 4 years old, and I'm like, hi, God, what's up? You know, I don't even know what's going on. I'm an innocent baby child, you know. I ain't got no judgment here. He ain't looking at me with nothing but love. But he said to me in his honey voice, he says, my child, go and speak my truth. And if you do, your life will be faced with much trials and tribulations. You will go through treacherous things. But do so in my honor, and I will never leave you or forsake you. I will protect you. You will come out steadfast, victorious. On angels' wings, you will be shining, my child. Just go and speak my truth. And I looked at him with honor and love. And even though he was telling me that I was going to have a hard-ass life and go through some trials and tribulations, because it didn't get it. That sounded like honey to me because God said it was what I needed to do. So I said, yes, God. Yes, God. Of course, what can I do for you? Please. Even though I did not know what I was signing up for. And let me tell you, my life thus far, my revelations of life thus far has been immaculately beautiful, harmonious in nature, but been at the same time. I've had to go to war. I'm not a martyr. I'm a warrior, my fam. I'm a warrior for real, for God. So let me tell you this now. When I saw myself outside of my body, right, at that moment, when he told me that, and I said, yes, God, it was all fun and games. So I saw myself outside my body thinking I was so beautiful. I was so beautiful. I could not understand why my mama was freaking out. Everybody's like blocking the door so nobody can get in the room type shit. Like, oh my God, what's going on? I was so beautiful. My lips were blue. Like, I thought I was so gorgeous. Could not understand why everybody's freaking out. I'm right here, cuz, more alive than I've ever been in my life. You know, and then all of a sudden, before I know it, like, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm nauseous. Like, you got inertia, right? Like, you feel like you're gonna be sick. And then all of a sudden, I feel like, oh no, I'm panicking. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go back, man. What the hell? And then all of a sudden, you feel the weight of the world. When you feel the weight of the gravitational pull of the world, when I tell you, God, please take me back, type shit, I don't want to be here. Ooh. Like, type shit. Like, it was like that. And ever since then, my life has been a journey. Like, I mean, I'm talking, I get premonitions. Like, I just write things and it happens. I just walk in, I just meet somebody and I just know everything about them and it's spooky as fuck. But I'm like, I'm not a witch, I swear to God. But type shit. But it's like, I always bring the flavor of God type shit. And like, he gives my hands for healing. I do healings with Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I do. You know what I mean? My birthday is 3/7. All right, 777. That is my day of birth. Okay. I'm set apart and chosen. I'm immaculately crafted from the womb for greatness, for the glory of God. Because let me tell you something, even though I went through a treacherous battle, yes, it was treacherous, don't get me wrong, but I'm a warrior and I'm steadfast and mighty. Let me tell you this, though, because when it comes down to the transformation station, I might have walked through the mud, but now look at me now, huh? Colorful and shiny. Don't let my sparkle burn your eyes. That transformation calls for celebration to Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you, God. Give him the glory. He did this. It has nothing to do with me. me, baby. I am immaculate. Yes. My music is banging. I swear my soul is singing. But let me tell you something. My life has been changed, intricately crafted from the womb for God's greatness. And that's why I'm an evangelist. And that's why I am a pastor of the streets. That's why I do what I do. Because guess what? It's nice to meet you. Step into the darkness. I pull them to the light because I am a lighthouse of a woman. I am brick and mortar. You cannot shake me or break me. You cannot tell me something that I don't know because I walked with him. I smelt him. I held him. He kissed me on my fucking mouth and told me he loved me. Try to tell me something you don't know. I'll tell you otherwise. And I'll explain it to you in vivid detail and make you hum too. That's how I feel about it. Shake me or break me. I know.
I just wanted to, because that's what I do, you know what I'm saying? I follow God, so I let you rap, you know what I'm saying? I let you do what you're doing, then I ask you the question, and look what it brought out. And look what it brought out. You know, we ignored the comments, because I would never tell somebody
The commentary bird.
that they didn't
Unless
go
you
to
gotta
heaven.
observe it. It's the good shit. The good shit.
No, she described, she had a experience, a life and a death experience. You know, people say they died and came back to life. They seen God. I do not believe them. I don't doubt them. I would never call them a liar. So I let her speak.
He shows himself more comforting for you. It's personal.
Mm-hmm.
He can manifest himself in any type of situation, make you feel like you're home.
Amen.
Just that's just she needs to understand that it's going to be different for every being, every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's personal.
Right. So
it's small-minded to think otherwise. This ain't no cookie cutter heaven.
Right, and
heaven is everywhere, honey.
You know, and I just let you talk, and you know, you got people that's gonna come, that's gonna, oh, she crazy, she high. What is you listening to?
I am.
But at the same time, they will sit up and listen to somebody talk about the same stuff every day on this app. Over and over. They've been talking about my friend and him for over 2 years. It don't stop. So this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather listen to her than listen to the stuff that they be talking about on here. Let me listen to her first. I'm tired of hearing about the same old stuff from the same miserable people that ain't trying to change. Let me hear about God. I'd rather hear about her experience with God than I want to hear about somebody, grandmama died to get some inheritance and all the stuff y'all listen to every day, all day. I thank her for her experience. I like I told her, I said, I want to go, but right now I ain't ready to go. And God knows I ain't ready to go. But I'm striving to get there. I want to get there. I just want to be clean and right. You know what I'm saying? Changing my life, changing the way I am, because sin ain't going to enter into heaven. I don't care what y'all say.
You are right now as you are, though. You are so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You are so splendidly, amazingly. You are ready. What do you mean? God loves you. You are splendid, baby. You are a miracle. You are a motherfucking magnificent man. You are a piece of art.
No.
What do you mean? You gotta wait to be ready. No, baby. Guess what? You are the fucking sauce, daddy.
No. One thing I know that God told me. He said, faith. He said, faith without works is dead, and sin will not enter into heaven. Sin will not. So if it's in your life, if you living your life in the sin, don't think you gonna die and just come on to heaven. It don't work like that.
Can I tell you something though?
Mm-hmm. You could tell me.
You know that your soul. Let me tell you a little something for real, some knowledge to you now. Now you take it if you want to. You can leave it if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
But now your soul is a non-binary, eternal entity. You heard me? Your soul is heavenly, okay? Now, this is one part I did not experience. I did not tell you about. Now, when you go to heaven, and I just told you what I saw about the garden. Now, you are connected to a tether. Now, right now, you are tethered to your actual heavenly being right now. Do you know that? It's a silver cord. So right now, it's like The Sims, for example. You are watching yourself right now, but you are see-through. Until you make it back home, then you will really fully recommit into yourself and being. Then you'll be full again. But let me tell you this, baby. Like, you are 100%, your soul is blameless. The flesh is carries sin. All right, that's the difference. We were
Okay.
sent here as a battlefield to show them what it is. So yes,
So
we
hold
might
on.
have
So hold
taken
on.
part
Hold
in
on.
sin.
Hold on.
Yes, we
Hold
do
on. Hold
take
on.
part in
Hold
sin, or
on.
yo, we don't. I'm not
I
saying it's
gotta
okay to
ask you a
sin at
question.
all.
So you don't believe hell exists?
Well, this is hell. What you mean? We are on the crust of it.
So the people, like you just
Hell, this
told
is
your
hell. Let's
story and
check
said,
this.
hold on. You just told your story and said you died and went to heaven. What about them people that said they died and went to hell?
He showed
And
me
it's
that too.
real.
You wouldn't like to get that experience? I got that while I was alive. He showed me that vision.
No. These people went to hell. And then when I open
I
up my
saw that
Bible,
vision as well.
it describes hell to me. I am not in torture, torment, burning all day. I'm not doing that
And
right
let me
now,
tell
and
you,
I'm
I
on
got to,
earth.
he showed me what it would be like. He showed me when I started going as an adult and I started walking in a path of addiction and I was being lost and I did not know what my purpose was anymore. He showed me before it ever happened, he saved my life again and
I don't
cast me
believe that
visions, okay?
vibe. Hell ain't no state of mind. That's
Hell, well,
somebody
no, it's
else's
not.
belief. Hell is not a state of
Yeah,
mind.
when I
Hell
tell
is a
you the
place,
darkness
and
is
it's
so
real.
dark and it's so empty and so cold, and the being is I don't ever want to experience. I don't even want to speak on that. We're not gonna go there, honey. Okay, I don't speak on that. Just
No,
know
you
that I
can't
know.
speak
It is very deep.
because you can't speak on the good. You can't, and you know what? At a funeral, I stood up and got put out of a funeral because I told a pastor, "You sitting up here telling these people that he's in a better place. How if he lived his whole life in the sin?" That ain't what my
If he doesn't
Bible
know
teaches
Jesus, then
me.
he's in
You
darkness,
cannot
honey.
do that. You can't do that. Hell is real.
If he
And your
doesn't
soul
know
can be
Jesus, he's in
tortured.
darkness.
Hell is real, and your soul can be tortured for eternity.
Yes,
It
it
can
can.
be tortured for
You never
eternity.
want to hear the words "depart from me" ever in your life. I promise you. Find those words away from you. Cast them out in Jesus' name. Never hear those words. The lake of fire is real, honey. But when I was a baby child, I was blameless. I was innocent, so I didn't have to go through all that mess. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You was a child. So your soul you was innocent. So you wasn't going to experience hell.
Right. But as an adult, when I started
Now,
walking
people that's
sideways,
dying
he
and
showed me
dying in
vision.
their sinful ways and then come back and they had a totally different experience from you.
Then they better get
Their
experience and find the
experience
light.
is
God bless
different.
it.
They experienced hell.
They
It
better get
was no
right then.
golden, it,
They
huh?
better get right and find the light then, cuz.
Yeah, it wasn't no experience. It wasn't no goal. And they told their stories about what hell is like.
You
And
just know it's not what you want.
they was able to come back.
It
That ain't
stinks.
what I want.
The
That's
sulfur
not
is
what I want.
stinky. Oh
And
my
in
God.
order not to
Ugh.
get that, it's some things required of me. It's some things required of me not to get there because I can work my way there. I can get there. If I go on head on and keep living my life whatever the way I
And at
want to
the end
live
of the
my
day, let me
life,
tell you
going
this.
against
Can I tell
all
you
of the
something for
things
real?
that
For real?
God said to,
It doesn't matter, honestly, what you're saying. It does not matter. All the sin you did, everything you've done up until this very moment, it does not matter. God does not judge you on that, honestly. He judges you on your character, your being, and what you've done with the blessings you've been bestowed.
so
He's
what
gonna
is
ask you, what have you done with
so
the
what
blessings
is
I've given you?
judgment day?
And either you're
What
gonna
is
show up to his
judgment
face
day?
and you're gonna be
What
pitiful.
so
Either you're
what's
gonna
the
be pitiful and you're gonna look at your life and be sad, or you're gonna look at it like this. Okay, God, here's what it is. All right, here's what it is, God. All right, either you're gonna be judged on your character about what you took from it. Now, yes, you can not one sin is not greater than the other. I can tell you, you can kill somebody, you can lie. It's all the same to God. You understand me? What matters is that when you find him and you see his face and you find your faith and you find your truth, that you say, yes, God, I need you, God, and you call out to him. That's the only thing that matters. You are saved. Your salvation is guaranteed. You are written in the book of life, my family. I don't care what you did, who you killed, what you stole. I don't care. There's no excuse you can give me. You can't tell me nothing. I don't
so
care.
so
Dirt
so
is dirt.
so so that's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do and you going to
All you
heaven.
gotta do is say, I
You
believe
going
in
to
you,
heaven.
God. I
That's all
need
you
you,
gotta
God, and you're
do.
going to heaven.
And you don't gotta live no
You can
certain
live how
way.
you live, but do so graciously and have mercy, damn it.
No, 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 no. That's not
That is
correct.
correct.
That's not correct. You can't
That
teach
is
that.
correct. You need to live in the
That's
light,
not.
though.
You know
You need
why
to
that's
live in the light.
correct to
You
you?
need to do right. Because what you do in this world,
Because you said that
listen to me.
the reason that is correct to you because you said that hell is right now. You don't believe in hell. You don't believe that
No,
you can
I do.
go
It's
to hell.
good.
There's a lake of fire and all of that.
It's absolutely a
So
lake of
so so
fire.
if you believe in that, what do you got to do to get there? What do you got to do to get there?
Man, you gotta not trust God. You gotta turn your face away from God and say that I don't need you, God. Then you are capped.
So okay, so every day that God says do
You
things
disobey.
this way, and I do them my way, is that
Yes.
turning my face from God and saying I
Yes.
don't trust you? So why are you telling me that you can live
Why
any
would
kind of
you
way?
want to
Because
live
if
any
God
other way
said
if you know
don't do no
God?
drugs, your body is the temple. Your body is the temple. And you're not supposed to put drugs and bad things into your body. If I go doing drugs, then I'm basically saying, God, I don't trust your word. This is what I want to do.
It is an ongoing warfare every single day. But at the end of the day, when your soul knows what you need, man, you are wiped clean. You are given a new cloak of righteousness every day. It's about what you choose to put in it. If you want to be with God, you want to be godly, like then why would you choose otherwise? Why would you walk with the dirt?
So everybody going to heaven then.
No, not
Everybody
they're
that accepts
different. They're
Jesus
different.
Christ, they going to
Let me
heaven.
back my ass up. There are different levels to heaven. Okay? And what you do in this earth right now, what you do while you alive, depends on what you live like in heaven. Okay? When I tell you my mansion is fulfilled and it is so gloriously, that's because what I do on this earth reflects that. Now, either you want to be cast in a shed, in a shack, because you don't know how to act on earth, or you going to be living lush like I will be, and you going to be on the streets of gold. It don't mean you ain't going to be in heaven. You is going to be either in the trailer court or you going to be in a mansion. You make your choice. This is what I said. I said what I said. There is room in it.
What you said.
You
I
don't
don't
agree?
agree. I just don't agree. That's. No, no, I
Well,
do
it's up to
not
you to
agree.
decide.
I don't think that I could. I don't think that I could do whatever
You
I
should
want
not
to
want
do
to
in
do what
life,
you want
and
to do
God is
if you
just
want to be
going to
godly.
let
You
me
shouldn't want to
into
have hate
heaven.
in your heart. That's the difference. You pray for change.
Okay, okay. So that's what I'm saying. You should not be able to
Exactly.
do
That's Satan's
wrong.
works that's in you. That's not happening. That's happening to you. That's not what's in you. Your soul is not. Your soul is blameless. It's an effect that's happening to you. This is
I think we
warfare,
was.
baby.
I think we was born in a sin. I think we
Duh.
was born in a sin.
What you mean? Of course we was. It's happening to you, not just that you're
Yeah,
not doing it. Okay,
it's already in your DNA.
let me break it down for you. Let me put biblical on you now. The
But I
Bible,
don't. I,
Bible, is basic instructions before leaving Earth. Now let me get technical with you. There is multiple Adam and Eve. Do you believe me? I don't know if you do, but let me tell you why. Now Adam and Eve of this the one that Eve that deceived the Eve, man, that was on her. Cause now let me tell you something. The apple is not just an apple. The seed was not just a seed. They never had sex with one another until Eve came back and showed them what a treacherous hoe she was. Because when Satan approached her and said, "Yes, this is blameless. You can have a bite and you won't die. Come fuck me, baby," and she took that seed and took that dick. All right, and then she came back home and she told Adam, "Oh, let's get it going," and they fucked. All right. And then she got pregnant after God showed him, oh man, they covered themselves with the luffing leaves, whatever. He said, why are you hiding from me?
that
He said,
ain't
why are you hiding from me? Why
that.
are
Hey,
you
where you
hiding
get
from
that
me?
story
Let me tell
from?
you
Where,
something. This
where,
is the truth.
where, where did you get that story from? Ah, that's
Listen, I'm
not
telling you the
Bible. I
truth.
can't be listening to that. That ain't
Listen to
Bible.
me.
No,
Listen to
that's
me.
not Bible. Your truth is not my truth. I gotta guard my ears. I gotta guard my ears. No, no. Nowhere in my Bible do it say that Eve had sex with the devil and the serpent and went back home and had sex with. And nowhere in my Bible do it say that. I can't listen to that, ma'am. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I gotta go. It was